What's up guys, it's WelshDragonDsg here, bringing you another episode into the Management Show. This is episode 14 guys. If you have, I want to mention as well, if any of you have missed an episode, there is a link in the description for the whole season, or there's like a big playlist for it. But let's crack into our first game, which is actually against Manchester City. They're going with the 4-2-2-2 formation. We're sitting with the 4-1-2-2. There's nothing to be changed. But Man City start off really well. But we do end up conceding a penalty, which was fairly bizarre for... It didn't look like an handball, and it also didn't look like a foul. But we do end up saving it. Miller again puts his life on the line, and he does save a brilliant penalty. He's great at saving penalties, but sometimes you just wonder, why can't you make the one-on-ones? Yeah, we do end up conceding. Manchester City were constantly on us. They weren't exactly like we didn't deserve to go 1-0 down, but we do pull it back just before half-time. I mention that all the time. If you can get a goal just before half-time, it can change the whole morale set of your team, like how they're going to come out the next half, because Manchester City are going to be downhearted now compared to us, because we just got the goal, but they're going to be like, oh my god, we just conceded. But here we miss an absolute sit-down. Decided to go with power over finesse just first. I really don't know why either, and it was fairly bizarre why I actually did it. But we do make some subs. Toshik and the new signing King coming on for Banham, and also Nicky Maynard. You see Toshik now on the board, just sprinting down this line, 90-odd pace. Cuts on his side to King, and King misses an absolute sitter, which I was fairly annoyed of. But hey, we're going to have to give it to him. It is his first game, but he played really well. Quite surprising how many chances he actually had. We do stick with third place, so we are playing well. We're kind of moving away, but we have got our end of month report. A lot of players improving. See, look at these stats. A lot of you said they want to see the acceleration and stuff, so it's ridiculous on how good these players are actually going. So awesome to them. But I want to mention, guys, if you are yet to follow me on Twitter, be sure to follow me on Twitter and all that cool stuff. Just because you get all the latest updates, like what videos coming tomorrow, what videos are being uploaded this week and stuff. So like you ain't in the, so you're in the loop with anything. So if you wonder why a video wasn't uploaded today, there's always a reason on Twitter behind it. So in our next game, which is against Sunderland, ladies and gentlemen, this is in the Premier League again. We got 3 games in the Premier League for you in this episode. Sunderland have been the big spenders this year. It's kind of one of those teams which have been spending a lot of money. For example, you see Robinho, they just hopping around. But we do it the exact same team. Basically, went up against Manchester City. But we decided to start Solizano and also King. So our front 4, I believe, Toshik, Roas, King, and not forgetting Solizano have 90 plus pace. So we kind of went sweaty on him. But anyway, Sunderland played really well. Robinho was kind of just running the side. But sure, we get given an handball claim, and it was a penalty. And I was like, really, you can't actually give a penalty. He whacked the ball in. One of my players automatically jumped up. But unfortunately, we couldn't save this particular penalty. It's fairly disappointing that we didn't save it, because it was so close to us. Could have saved it with our feet. But Roas now to King. King gets the shot away. So close. I noticed with King, after playing with a game and a half, well, a quarter and a game half with him, he's fairly good. He's kind of this little fussy player. He's like a fox in the box. He can be fairly annoying to the opponent. You see now, look at this run inside. Just watch this run. It's a beautiful run, and he gets on the end of it, and it's so close. I have to give it to the goalkeeper there. What a brilliant save. 74th minute now, puts a ball over the top of Solizano, slows it down, simply slots out into that top left hand corner. Brilliant goal, brilliant finish, and it does bring us back level. And in the 90th minute here, Maynard, who we actually bring on, wow, miss an absolute sitter. Well, I say sitter. Usually we nail those in the 90th minute, but unfortunately we didn't nail it that time. So we draw again. 2-1-1 draws, drop down the table. Big fairly disappointing day, because we go from 3rd to 4th, and Bolton are right on our tail. So whenever we play Bolton next, we're going to have to beat them to try and get away from this dropping out the Champions League. I've seen a lot of people are like, oh, it'd be good if you drop out of the Champions League and stuff like that. So yeah. So we have got the same lineup, but we do have Dow starting this time, and also basically a similar side that went up against Man City. But Dow starting, because Banham, when he played against the previous game, he didn't play that well. This game we are playing in the snow as well, so some hits fairly like, wow, it's hard to see. But here I do a brilliant corner in my personal opinion. Like, take it out, whip it so he comes back into Benetti. 6'4" giant, awesome strength. Gets on the end of it, makes it 1-0 just before half time. I do have Win starting. And some of you maybe, why have you got wind starting? I looked at the weather. I seen the weather when it was snow when I was going into the game. I was like, wind got start. Because if you notice, whenever you're playing on the snow, the ball will skim away. So wind's a perfect one. 98 pace. Boom, bob's your uncle. But I king on the ball now again. And he does delve so close to actually scoring. But he does come up with a second chance soon. Cisse to delve. Cuts on inside. Would have got a penalty in my opinion if that didn't go in. But we do end up making it 2-0. In the 86th minute, securing that lead and 3 points in the Premier League. So out of 9 points we end up getting 5 even, so it's not that bad at all. We tried a bicycle kick at the end, so we did drop a few points, but anyway, we'll have to try again next time. I say thank you very much for watching, and please post in the comments about your career and all that cool stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace off, guys. Bye. Do 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 bum bum.